Guys, so welcome back to my channel Vishal VFX. Today in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to create particle bugs. So in order to do that, first thing first, set your project to SD, lock your range, and then let's get started. So first thing we need to do is to create a model of a swarm bug, which is gonna create a swarm of bugs, which is flying randomly here and there. There are certain examples we can see in spotlight in the street lights. We can see the bugs flying around the hot lamp over there, or we can see in the stadium lights, they are flying over here and there. So how do we create that in Nuke? So first thing, we need to take a sphere, which is going to take a sphere, and Control Shift to change the size and to modify the sphere. We have changed the sphere, and right now you can see we have created the body of the bug. That's how we're gonna do. We're just gonna fake everything. That's what we are supposed to do as a visual effect artist. Fake it. We're gonna create the wing. Take a card. Okay. So we can reduce the size of the sphere. I think so. Yeah, to a certain extent, like this. Yeah, this. Then we're gonna change the pivot of a card so that we can just give the animation of flapping the wings. Okay, same thing we're gonna do for card for left side wing. Control Alt to change the pivot here. So right now we have bug and we have wings. We're gonna just merge the geometry. We're gonna give right now for just constant. Like this. Then we have texture, which is gonna just ignore the texture for right now, and we're gonna go. We need to have the animation on the wing. So in order to do that, what we are supposed to do, we're gonna do it by expression, or else there is a one traditional way, which is gonna key. You can key it over here, over here, over here, over here. You can key, or else you can just work smartly, go on give a random expression. How we do give random expression? We just like give two values and frame. This is how we give a random expression. So but sorry, okay, the spelling of random is wrong. Yeah, this is how we give random expression. So as you can see, it's really slow. The flapping is really slow of the wings. So how we do increase that? We just need to multiply it by a huge number, 30, something like this. So right now you can see there's a flapping, too much of flapping. The same thing we are supposed to do over here. I'm just gonna copy the expression, edit expression, take this over here, add expression, paste it. So right now we have expression. We're just gonna like give a random. This is a curve editor, and you might get crash. And my bad, sorry. Let me click here. That's what I don't have a good system right now, but I'm just trying to make a good video. Let me pause this one. So now we have this. Let me change my layout. Yeah. Right now, what I was supposed to do. Where is my expression? That thing is gone. I'm gonna copy this random value, and we can just I think so we should increase it around 50. So just go with it. This is what we wanted, but you can see the frequency is really less. It should be much faster. What we are supposed to do, we're going to multiply the frame by a certain value so that this thing gets much fast. This is right now slow. We can divide frame by 2 so we can get much further faster flipping. No, we are not getting that. Multiply this one by 3. Yeah, this is what we want. Much faster flipping of the rings. Take copy, paste it over here as well. I'm just gonna slightly change the value then so that this to behaves differently, not the same. Okay. What do we need right now? Transform geo and what we're supposed to do? We're just supposed to lean it 90 degree, and I'm just gonna reduce the scale size of the bulb to a certain extent like this. Yeah. So you can see the flapping and the bug here. Later on, we just gonna have texture if we need it, or else this is the demonstration of how to create it by particle. So let's take particle emitter. Particle emitter. When you take a particle emitter, this as you have, you know that this slightly goes, everything goes up. So what we are supposed to do? First thing first, we need to kill the velocity. Let me like briefly guide you what's the idea behind doing this all this thing. So first thing is that we always need to have sort everything in our geo or whatever like 2D element which we are taking, so that we don't have to work too much on particle systems, because it's really hard to work on particle system like flapping the wings, and I don't think so we might have flapped the wings over there. We must have cheated over there, and this is like what we do. Then what we need to do is like we need to create a certain amount of like just need to have 10 to 20 bugs in a scene. So we need to generate 10 to 20 bugs. So it's like we need to have some expression over here, or we can do it by keying also. And we need to kill the velocity, because we don't need any velocity. We just gonna use turbulence and the external forces to create those kind of movement of the bugs. So we don't need any movement from the particle. We just need particles static. And how we are supposed to do that? We just gonna take a cube. Okay, I'm just gonna just need to. I'll turn this off display so that I can see my particle inside cube. So what we are supposed to do? We are just to tell them that this is a particle. This is a emitter. So right now you can see we have bunch of particles emitting, but they are dying soon, and they are just continuously emitting. This is not supposed to happen. So what we are supposed to do right now over here is need to increase the maximum life to 1000 so that they don't die. And what we are supposed to do over here, we're just going to have zero particle right now. Let me explain you something. So copy, paste. In order to emit particles, emit particles, this is how we do it. Just emit, and we just then previously we used to do like if we need to have 1000 particles or 10 particles, and then we don't want us to the particle systems to emit particles. So what we were supposed to do which is supposed to key, like this frame we just supposed to key, and on the next frame, very next frame, we just used to go to 0, or else and the previous frame we just used to go to 0. So that right now, for a while, I'm just going to use velocity as well as spread. So you can see we have emitted particle at that frame, and this we can change, like velocity is slightly x much. So right now you can see we have 20 particles in a sim. So when continuously we need to go, like if the demand comes from the director, some like you just need a technical node that emitted this particle from frame 40, and what we are supposed to do, then we have to delete this key, and then again we have to go and do this same thing. So but we have an expression that I'm going to share with you guys, so how we can emit particle and change the frame the way we need. And this is really simple expression. So what we are supposed to do, take tell the nuke that take the frame 0, frame is equal to 0, then emit 20 particles, or else emit 0 otherwise. So let me explain. The frame is, if the frame is 0, then emit 20 particles. This stands for then, and this stands for, the semicolon stands for otherwise, emit 0 particles. So right now you can see we have 20 particles in a scene, and they don't have any motion or any move. This is the wings are flapping over here, as you can see continuously. Yeah, that's the way they are flapping. And but suddenly you can see that this everything is emitting around the points of a box, not inside the box. So in order to do that, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to tell him that enter emit from bonding box. So this is how it's just gonna emit from inside the box, from every where. Okay, this is the way to do it. We're just gonna take the, like if the director demands from us to if your supervisor or lead demand you that this particle must emit at frame 10, then so what this is supposed to do, at frame 10 there is one offset, I'm sorry for that. At frame 10 this things emits, and you can see in our 11 frame, and before that there is no particle emitting. So right now at the 10th frame you're just gonna see 20 particles. This is how you are supposed to do it. You can just use any value that you need. It can use -10, sorry, we just gonna use 0. Yeah, come on man. We need to increase the maximum life to certain like this. I'm just gonna go over here. You can just emit it from frame like -10. Sorry. Okay, this is not happening. I don't know why, because we need to have start at this is at start at we need to change the start at to before frames, so that we can see over here, or else if this is 0 we can't see anything before that. So the particle is starting at 0. We're just gonna like tell him to start it certainly around here somewhere. Then what we need to do, so as you can see, you must have a brief idea that particles, the swarm of bugs randomly rotate here and there, and they don't have a, like they just fly with a lot of turbulence. So what we need to do, we just need to take a particle turbulence. I'm just trying to keep it really clean, not to use too much of expression or any per particle like the particle expression, or just simple thing. Particle turbulence right now, take it. So just have a heavy value, so that they just go mad. Right now you can see the particles have gone seriously mad, and we need to change the size so that in order to see them. Yeah, How to see them? Yeah, change the size. Yeah, they are completely going mad and they're just they have just washed away right now from us entire scene. So in order to hold them to those particles around the cube, what we are supposed to do? We're just gonna drag those particles. Come on, man. We're just gonna tell them just stay really close to us. Right now, you can see we have limited them, and they are around somewhere here only. They're not going too much. They're not going far from us. They are just swirling around here only. So let's check scale and render camera. Okay, this is heavy for my system right now, but still this is okay. I'm just gonna increase the size in order to see the bugs clearly. Where is size? Come on, come on, Nuke. Yeah, now you can see the uh, particle bugs. Let me quickly cache this one. So I have rendered the particles so that my Nuke doesn't get crash. So right now you can see we have created up bugs right now, but they are not facing in the direction which they are going. They are just facing towards us. And like if we just check the 3D system, particle track, they are not facing towards the direction they are going. In order to do that, we can like simply use particle node, which is particle motion align. So after applying that, you can see, oh, come on, the particles would be facing in the direction which they are going. So as you can see, come on. So let me render this one as well as quickly for you. So I have rendered the particles. Now you can see they are going in the direction which they are supposed to. Come on, come on. I don't know why it's lagging so much for me. Previously it was working much fine when I was doing R&D on this. Still, so we have this swarm of bugs flying here and there. So where we can use this and why we need to have new particle system? We can do it this in 3D as well, but why do we need this in new particle system? So let me give you an idea of about certain movies like Mowgli, which is a Netflix one, and the Jungle Book, which is the Disney one, or Simha, or any kind of movies which are like live action CG. So a director does love to have bugs in the entire sequence, in the entire show, randomly flying here and there, so that it gives a realistic sense of like the jungle feel, or like if you are just shooting the stadium, the lights of the stadium, or if you are in the forest area where there is a street lights, and there's a street lights, and you need to have swarm of bugs around the street lights flying here and there, street lamps, like there are multiple examples you can use. The bugs are flying here and there. So why do we need to do this in Nuke? Because it's really time saving as well as it's quick. if we go in 3D, like if we want this from 3D, then it's really gonna take a lot of times. That the first thing is that it's just gonna go to the 3D department, in the way like 3D model, then texturing, then lighting, then the effects. The effects gonna do this certain kind of effects, and then they just gonna have render this thing out. So if the director doesn't like the movement of the bug, so we need to go reverse, like pull go back to that first stage, and then again we have to start it again. So in order to save those time, Nuke is so advanced that we can just create these particles within like flick, just within 15 to 20 minutes, and we just can texture them easily. And you can see we can see the flapping of the wings as well in this, and we can change it the way that we want. And like if I want the, come on, hold on, don't get trash. No, crash. Yeah, like if I show you over here, like if we need more turbulence, we just simply can increase the turbulence over here. And we need to like constrain them, we just can increase the drag value over here. As well as if we need like less turbulence, then we can just reduce the size of this turbulence. Simple. This is as simple as that. So uh, hope you like this video. If you have any doubt or anything, please comment below. I'm just gonna reach, you can reach me out on LinkedIn as well as on Facebook, or any other social sites you like. I'm more glad that I will answer every each and every query for you guys. Please guys, do like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.